Thanks for watching this episode of Chasing the League, your fan first conversations with herd athletes pursuing the pros. I'm joined today with Ty Martin, a defensive lineman from Marshall Football. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me today, Ty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm proud to be here. Blessed to be here.
Man, I appreciate it. I really do. If you're ready to have a little fun, let's get rolling.
Yeah, we can start.
All right. Well, I guess if the whole concept of this show is herd athletes looking to go to the next level, then the
hmm
first most natural question is when did the idea of playing professionally stop feeling like a dream and start feeling like a real thing for you?
Honestly, I think after this season, starting this season, I came into this season with my head down, ready to get to it and have a great season. Learn things so I can prepare myself for the next level.
Well, that's kind of interesting, like I would have thought maybe this was an earlier type of mindset. I mean, not a mindset, but like, okay, this is something I can really do,
Right, right.
because you got that build, you got the size that it
hmm
seems like the next level covets.
Right.
I love the skill set. We've been fans of how you play since you've been at Marshall. It's just wild to me to think, wow, you really didn't consider this a real possibility until this year. I mean, like, what happened?
I
Did
mean,
more?
it
Did it
wouldn't. I ain't
start
gonna say
clicking, or?
like it's always been a dream of mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say like it's just started this season. You know what I mean? I'm saying this season, I really buckled down and said, okay, like this what I need to do, and this how I'm gonna do it to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? I had a great D line coaches and Coach Street that know the ins and outs of putting people in the league. So, I feel like this season really stamped it to like, okay. Like I got a chance to really make it right now.
Well, that's what I
I
mean. I
mean,
mean, obviously, it's a dream for a long. Probably the first time you put on pads, you're like, "I'm gonna
yeah,
play it. I'm gonna play in the pros one day," and all that good. But when it starts to feel like a reality, like something that this is something I can actually do.
right.
So, along those lines, you're talking about the kind of the daily grind. What is it? Would you say that a lot of fans probably misunderstand about what it actually takes to compete at your level every day?
Um, Honestly, I feel like just really the waking up part and putting in the work and you know what I'm saying, all the long hours in the meeting rooms and all the stuff like that. I feel like that goes into a part of it, and the fans really don't get to see behind the scenes of all the things that really go into it. And yeah, just honestly and being on the field too, like in the game making plays, like, you know what I mean? Like that come from just off season work and trusting your technique and stuff like that. So there's a lot that go into it though, for sure.
I mean, look, I live for Saturday, right? I don't know what you guys do in practice every day. I'm not in the
Right.
game plan meetings. I'm not in the game film sessions. All I see is I show up and I tailgate for a couple of hours and I
hmm
walk inside the gates and I watch you guys give it hell for 3 hours and then I walk
Right.
out whether we won or not. And I'm like, man, that was awesome. Or, we'll get them next week. But I
Right.
know there's hours upon hours upon hours. Saturday's almost, I mean, would you say like Saturday's almost like the day off because all the work is leading into Saturday?
Right, yeah, yeah, most definitely. That's really how we feel as players. You know what I mean? Like Saturday, we get to just go out there and let it loose, and we playing people that we don't get to go against every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In practice, so we playing somebody different. So everything just feel different, and all the fans and atmosphere. So everything be fun and just ready to go.
Yeah. So, what part of your game would you say took the biggest leap while you were at Marshall and working with Coach Ralph Street?
I feel like the biggest thing is really my football IQ. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's really took what made my game go to the next level. Honestly, is he helped my football IQ. You know what I'm saying? And understanding like formations and backfield says like what I'm gonna get coming out of different things. You know what I mean? So I feel like once you know the game, like you'll be able to play faster. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of folks that we've talked to in our regular show and through other interview shows that we've done, there have been a lot of guys that have been coached by Ralph that have nothing but great things to say about Ralph. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ralph and I were undergrads at the same time at Marshall. Like I'm a Mac era Marshall fan student,
Hmm.
so I remember him on the field, and it was a full circle moment for me as a fan to see him come back and coach, and now
Right.
put that knowledge into you guys.
Right.
And I tell you what, for better or worse, Marshall's put some great defensive linemen on the field year in and year out, and I think we can both agree that Coach Street is no small part of that, man. He is an
Yeah,
integral part of that.
most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, he plays a great part in that, and yeah, he's a great coach and a great man. Also, like he just doesn't teach us about football. He teaches us about life skills off the field as well too. So I feel like that goes a long way, and we can really relate to him. And he actually played football. You know what I'm saying? He played at Marshall, like so. He was really good, so we can understand where he's coming from. So when he tell us stuff, we just had no choice but to listen. You know.
Well, he does know what you're going through because he did go through it as well. The one of the marks of any good person, really, not even just an athlete or a player, is being able to identify not only your strengths but also your weaknesses and be able to work on those. So, can you identify one weakness that you had to attack head on to be able to stay on this pro track that you're trying to be on?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like me doing working more on my pass rush is what is going to allow me to just keep elevating my game. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm a good run stopper. And, yeah, so that's one thing Coach Street was helping us with big this season, was trying to help us with our pass rush more, even though it was just three of us on the field at a time. You know what I'm saying? But we always preach to us, you know what I mean? If we can get there with at least just one, we'll be good. So I feel like, yeah, definitely my pass rush will help me take my game to the next level for sure.
Is was this year uh, your first kind of like um, experience working with in a 3-4? Have you always been in
Mhm.
a four down set prior to this?
When I was at Jackson State, we ran kind of like the same, similar. We just had an overhang on as a defensive end, like a wolf. But it was kind of similar. So I was coming into Marshall, I was kind of familiar with it. But yeah, so I played in both though. I played in the four down, I played in the three down. So I mean, I feel like that's the best way to be though, honestly, because you want to show like the NFL that you're versatile and you
Hmm.
can play in any scheme. You know what I mean? Like so, I wouldn't complain about the scheme or nothing. I just wanted to perfect it and just get better at it.
Sure, but I mean, I got to think that it's two totally different defensive schemes anyway. So it's
Hmm.
got to take completely different um not skills because a lot of skills translate, but you play the
Right.
position completely different if you have
Right.
four down versus three down. So
Right.
versatility's huge. You know that's a huge dude, that's a huge part in life in general,
Right.
not just trying to make it to the league. Like adapting and moving on is that'll get you real far in the world.
Most definitely.
How do you respond when things aren't going your way, man? Whether it's like a particular performance or your role within a given on a given team or in a given scenario or that week's game plan, or
Mhm.
you busted your butt all week and you felt like you had a good game, but the results didn't really show up. Like how
Right.
do you respond when those things don't go your way?
First and foremost, I just thank God for allowing me the opportunity to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I just stay prayed up and just go back and watch the film with the coaches and see what I can learn from. And then
Sure.
I just attack that. I just attack whatever they tell me to do. I attack any weaknesses. And if I had trouble with that game, I just try to come out next game being positive. I never try to get like too down on myself, like, even though, you know what I mean? It's football and you know what I'm saying? This is what I always dreamed of. And you can get mad at yourself sometimes, but most of the time you just gotta stay prayed up, stay positive and just keep moving forward, honestly.
I hear you, man. It's like next play, best play, right?
All
If this
right.
one's over with, let's move on to the next.
Most
I
definitely.
can I can dig that, man. So let's say you've got an opponent coming up and you really
Mhm.
want to be able to show out that week. So what does a good week of preparation look like for you during the season? What makes you feel at going into Saturday like, dude, I am ready.
Right.
I had a great week. What does that look like?
That looks like, honestly, like really just breaking down the film. Coach Drew was really good with us with teaching us how to break down film. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't understand how to break down the film until I came to Marshall. So really just breaking down the film and seeing the guys' weaknesses and what their strengths and what other moves worked against them watching other teams. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like what things work watching other teams and how could I attack that? And really just staying true to my technique and you know what I mean, just trying to do extra every day after practice a little bit. Just try to work on either if it's hand placement or footwork or you know what I'm saying, just try to work on that through the week in practice and consistently watch the film. And once you come Saturday, you know what's coming, you know what I mean? Like you know what they'll give to you, you know how to do it, and it's really about going out there just applying it at that point.
So you've mentioned a couple times to me about your personal game evolving and becoming a better overall defensive lineman. Has your understanding of the game evolved beyond just your position? Like, do you
Hmm.
have are you seeing things differently? Um, because you talked about, this is the first time I've broken down film really.
Right,
So does that, and your football IQ, you said took the biggest leap. So does that mean you have a better understanding of what LBs are trying to do, what the
right,
DBs are going to be doing?
right.
So how has that overall knowledge evolved for you?
Really good. Once you know what everybody around you doing, like once you know everybody around you what their job is and where they're supposed to be on the field, that allows you to play faster. Because if you know your job and you know everybody else's job around you, you know what you can do, what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sure. Yeah.
you know, okay, if I can't do this, then okay, I know he'll be right here so I can be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just those little things and those little points of just being aware of everything and what the offense will come out in and be able to know what moves will work and what moves won't work to be able to, you know, have a
Yeah.
great
Yeah. But it's a long season, game by game, week by week. It's a grind. I mean, that's that
right.
that term gets thrown around a lot, but it's a literal grind on your body physically, on
Hmm.
your mind mentally. You got to find yourself in a positive space spiritually. It's just a long, hard season. And how do you handle the let's just talk about the physical toll. How do you
Right.
handle the physical toll on your body of a long season?
Honestly, stay in the treatment room. You know what I'm saying? Just try to get more recovery, ice tubs and hot tubs and you know what I'm saying, doing rehab on any nicks you have. You know what I mean? Just staying in the training room, building that relationship with the training staff. You know what I'm saying? If you build a relationship with those people in there, they'll help you. You know what I mean? That's what they're there for. They'll help you get your body right mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, when it's a long week, long season, just staying in the training room and just trying to recover your body, get plenty of rest, you know what I'm saying, staying hydrated, all those good things play into factor of, going out there and being able to play at your best.
Yeah. That's always something that fascinates me, man, is the amount of sheer abuse that you have to deal with
Hmm.
on your body. And folks tend to lose sight of the fact that athletes train a very specific way depending on what type of or what time of the year it is. Right? You're going to
Right,
train differently in the preseason than you are in season, and you're going to
right,
train differently in the postseason as you are in the in season.
right,
And I think a lot of folks don't understand that your body is trying to be, or your strength and conditioning coaches are trying to tune your body to peak performance, and that leaves a very small amount of wiggle room for injury or anything like that, because you're it's like a race car, right? You fine tune a race car to be able to race, and
right,
any little thing can go wrong and your race car's sidelined
right.
until you get it fixed. And I think that's what a lot of folks don't understand is like, dude, it's not just the hits that you get on the field. I mean, dang, dude, how many thousands of pounds of weight are you pushing every season? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
most definitely, most definitely.
And every rep is a potential for an injury, is a potential for a setback.
Right,
And I think that gets lost on a lot of folks that never played. Like, I never played football ever in my life, but I can grasp the work that goes into that, and it's
right,
mind boggling to me. I respect the hell out of the grind. I really do.
right, yes, sir, most definitely.
You talked about Coach Street quite a bit. but let's talk a little bit more as at Marshall as a whole. Like there's
Hmm.
way more than just one coach on staff. You
Right.
got a whole slew of teammates, 100 and some guys on that squad.
Hmm.
And then you have what is commonly referred to as the culture around
Right.
the program. Uh, how have those factors, all your coaching staff, your teammates, and the culture around the program, how's that prepared you for what's coming next, where you want to be?
Hmm. Honestly, I feel like it prepared me for on the field and off the field. You know what I'm saying? Just having that culture, having that bond with all the coaches and all the teammates, and just around the folks around the town. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's nice around there, and they treat you with open arms. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that definitely prepared us for on and off the field. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot of community things this season with
Hmm.
Coach Gibson, and I feel like that's what he wanted to bring was the culture and having real family around, make it feel like family away from home. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that definitely prepared us for life in general and as in football. You know what I'm saying? So making those connections and having those connections that'll last for a lifetime. You know what I mean? So I feel like things like that goes a long way, and I feel like that's how you get more connected as a team and bonding and all of those type of things. Just being there for each other. I feel like it went a long way for sure. Made some great friends, great friendships. You know what I'm saying? So everything was really nice and genuine for sure.
Well, that's obviously great to hear as an alum and as a fan because that's one of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing, that Marshall fans hold near and dear is the hospitality that they show, the family atmosphere, and
Right.
how they treat the football team as really members of their family, and you know
Hmm.
our story and it's your story too because you
Right.
are a son of Marshall and it's special for a reason,
Right.
and I tell you, every time that I get to talk to one of our athletes or speak to one of our alums, and at some point in the conversation, it always steers toward family. And now that we're really into this transfer portal era across college sports, it's not uncommon anymore to find somebody that has played at a couple of different places, like yourself. You played at Jackson State before you came to Marshall, and
Right.
I'm willing to bet, just like every other college and every other state across the country, when you were being recruited, I guarantee you the term "we're a big family here" was
Hmm.
pitched to you, right?
Right.
Because every school pitches that,
Right.
everyone. But what I like to say, and I like to get your reaction on this, is what I say is every school sells family,
Hmm.
but Marshall delivers it,
Right. Most
right?
definitely. I feel like, yeah, most definitely. I feel like you hit it right on the head. Yeah, they delivered it for sure. You could go around anywhere around the town and get you some good food, you know what I'm saying? And treat you with good open arms, or not even just food. If you want to go just sit down and talk with someone, you know what I'm saying? You could just do that. But if you however you want, like, you know what I mean? So it's definitely big family and they deliver it. They just don't say it just to say it, you know what I mean? They really mean it around there.
Hmm.
So I really love that.
Well, just wait because it doesn't go away when you stop playing. You know what I mean? Now you get to be an alum, you get to be a fan like the rest of us a little bit, and when you come back for games, you'll see it that you'll see the other side of that atmosphere, man. It's something that we're really really proud of as a fan base. And I hope you get the opportunity to come back. I mean, I hope you're really busy on Sundays. Let me say that first. I hope you're really really busy on Sundays.
Yes,
But
sir.
I hope you get an opportunity to come back and see some games with us and see 75 week as a fan, and see the other
Right.
side of it. It's
Most
really, really,
definitely.
really, really awesome.
Most definitely.
Here's an opportunity for you to kind of sell yourself a little bit to whoever may happen upon this interview. When coaches or yeah, when coaches and scouts and evaluators are watching you, what is it that you hope that they notice beyond the stat line? Like like what do you hope leaps off the page about Ty Martin other than tackles and tackle for losses and
Right.
pressures and things like that?
I feel like I want to leave an impression of he's a great team leader. He's there for the team. Like he'll make sacrifices for other players to make plays. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to make all the plays. I want other people to make plays too. You know what I mean? So I'm not selfish on the field or anything like that. And I just keep everybody uplifted. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not in the game right now, I'm cheering my teammates on. You know what I'm saying? If I'm out there on the field, I know they're cheering me on. So,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be a, teammate like that that's not in the game and won't do nothing. Like I'm be there for them. Like you know what I mean. They come off the field. They if I see anything they could have did better on the field, I'm gonna tell them. You know what I'm saying. And I know they'll do the same for me. So yeah, just not being selfish and being a team leader, being responsive, keeping everybody uplifted, all those type of things. You know what I'm saying. I feel like those type of things go a long way because uh, after football and in the locker room, they could be able to come to me and be like, you know what, you know what I mean? You were really encouraging me to do what I did out there, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? That goes a long way. So yeah,
It absolutely goes a long way, man. Good locker room guys are an integral part of any football team. You
most
need
definitely.
good locker room guys, man. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. When what's something you've learned the hard way that younger athletes should hear early? They need to know this.
Hmm.
Give me something you learned the hard way, man, that youngsters coming up need to know.
Oh, just my first couple years, went all great and gravy, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta sometimes sit back and wait your turn, just learn, get bigger, bigger, faster, stronger, and just try to encourage your teammates to do good. You know what I mean? In practice, you go hard. If you're on scout team, that's cool. You're going against the ones offense. So you try to get better every day. You know what I mean? Just don't try to come in with the mindset, oh, I'm not playing on Saturdays and you know what I mean? That's not how things work. You know what I'm saying? Just go out there, learn, try to keep developing your game, and you'll get there one day for sure. Like it ain't never the end. You know what I'm saying? Just keep working, stay positive about everything. You know what I mean? And when coaches see that, they'll give you your opportunity. You know what I mean? You'll go out there, play hard, and do what you need to do. Know your job too as well. Like you have to know your job to get on the field. If you don't know your job, you're not gonna play. So yeah, knowing your job and just staying positive, staying on it every day. Just coming in with the mindset of every day I'm gonna get better. If it's just 1%, you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
try to get better every day.
Man, that was a lot of free game right there in that answer. And the first one you said, I think, is the hardest for a lot of youngsters in general, and that's you might have to wait your turn. You know
Right.
that's hard. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
especially you make that move from high school where you might be an all-state guy, a team captain, of this or that. You're Mister Everything at your high
Right.
school, and you come in, and all of a sudden you ain't that anymore.
Right.
You behind guys that are maybe league bound, and that's
Mm-hmm.
and there's really a couple of choices you can make. You can stick it out and learn from those dudes and pay your dues, or you can go, this ain't for me and hit the road, or you can, do what you said, just use every opportunity to learn. Ty, you're
Right.
given free game here at the tail end of this episode, man. This is awesome. I mean,
Most definitely.
I hope there's some youngsters that are going to happen upon this because
Mm-hmm.
these are things that you can hear a million times from parents or coaches or whatever, and it might not resonate. But if you
Right.
hear it from a player, from a peer, from somebody that's going through what you're about to go through, it tends to resonate a little bit more and you pay attention to it.
Most
And
definitely. That's
you're
true.
doing it. These last two have been pure gold, man. You are killing it right now. Last one for you. I'm gonna give you evening back. How about that? When you picture yourself at the next level, what separates you from everyone else chasing that roster spot?
Me, like I'm gonna go back to my IQ level. I feel like my IQ is gonna really take me over the top, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Knowing the game and knowing different formations, knowing backfield sets, knowing if it's gonna be pass or run. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that'll take me a long way because I feel like my abilities and you know what I'm saying and my all those things on the football side while on the field they're gonna take care of those things. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna develop me. They're gonna get me better. But me coming in, if I'm knowing my job on the field, if I'm knowing everybody else's job that their guy on the field, it's gonna allow me to play faster and better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna do everything that I need to do to be good. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, in a league where everybody's big and everybody's fast and everybody's strong, there's something that's got to separate you from the next guy.
most definitely,
And I think I think you're hitting the nail on the head, man. I really do. It's the things you're talking about that are going to make the difference.
most definitely.
Ty, I got to tell you, man, I appreciate you taking the time this evening and being really open with me,
Hmm.
being really open with Herd fans and anybody else that might happen upon this.
Yes,
Best of
sir.
luck to you as you continue chasing the league. Herd fans will be watching, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate you having me on, man. Anytime you want me to come on, man, I will. No problem.
I appreciate that too, man. There's we love talking to our herd athletes. I'm sure there'll be another opportunity to get you back behind the mic and spend
Yes,
a little
sir.
time with you. But until that time comes, I am KD Hudnall. That is Ty Martin, and this is Chasing the Lead. We'll see you next time. Later.
Sir.